What's up guys, it's your boy Ethan, hope you're having a great day. Welcome to another video on the channel. We are here, last day out in LA, and we've got to check out this new spot. Hawaiian Gardens just opened up. I think it's their second night opening, or reopening if anything. We're gonna check out the action, hop in there right now. It's pretty late. We've got a flight in once again pretty soon, early tomorrow morning, so going to Austin tomorrow, but gotta check out this spot. Last night in LA, last night in Cali. We're gonna hop into the 5-5 game, and I think we might be joined by a good buddy, Alex Wolfgang Poker, so we'll see how that goes. But might play the 5-5 or on the 5-10 list, so we'll see how that all goes. Anyways, wish us luck. Let's try to rebound from last session. Let's get into it.
Hopping into this 5-5 game at the Gardens, max buy-in of $600. This very first dealt in, I have pocket 5 playing 5-handed. The player on my right limps. I decide to raise it up to $30 in this instance. We get the small blind to make the call, and after that, get some action. The big blind shoves for $200 total. I've been told that he is pretty good for the game, and definitely a recreation player here. So the player on my right shoves for $600. The player who limped in now rejams for $600. Here, obviously I'm gonna have to get out of the way, but it's a nice warm welcome to the table, especially when the small blind folds. They flip their hand over. The big blind shows King 9 of spades. My player to the right, pocket aces. Aces will hold this time, and that's a nice warm welcome. Let's strap in and go on a variance ride. Hand number 2, picking up ace-10 offsuit under the gun. We're playing 6-handed here. I opened things up to $20 here. The button, who jammed King 9 suited, he makes the call, and we're off heads up to a flop. The flop comes Queen 7-4, 2 clubs. I check here with decent showdown. Don't need a bluff at this, considering this button player is pretty wild. He checks it back. The turn comes at 4. I once again check. He throws out a bet of $40, pot size bets. Ace-10 high, seems like it's good enough for now. We're going to make the call. The river comes a deuce of clubs. Here, not loving it as the club draw got there. I check. He fires out $175 in what I would describe as a messy fashion. Not really sure what to do here. Kind of want some information. I think he can be bluffing sometimes, but river bluffs are pretty rare. Anyways, I just make the call just to see what he's got. He shows us ace-6 offsuit for ace-6 high, and here we are taking it down early on. Making the hero call with ace-10 high. Let's chip up. Next, we got pocket 5s in the hijack. I decided to just open limp in this spot. Don't really want to raise it up and play a bigger pot, especially knowing that on this specific table, we're not going to get many folds. The button limps, and the small blind, who's the action player at this table, he raises it up to $35. Obviously, like I said, not going to get too many folds if I were to raise, because the big blind calls, I obviously call the 35, and the button calls as well. 4 ways to a flop, which comes 9, 4, 5, 2 diamonds. Action checks to the big blind player, who throws out a bet of $50. This is way too small. It's multi-way. Although I want to keep the action small blind player in, this is definitely just a spot where we want to get as much money in the middle as possible. I decided to put in a raise to $150 on a super wet board. Action folds to the small blind, who jams his whole stack in there for $160. That's cool. The big blind thinks about it, then gets out of the way, and for $10 more, obviously, I'm going to make the call. We're off to a run out against the action player. The turn comes the 6 of spades. The river is a queen. He shows us 7-3 of diamonds for the turned gutter ball. That's going to hurt. We're going to need to add on some more chips. Following that, ace-9 offsuit on the small blind playing 5-handed. And there's one limper. The cutoff, who's the action player, raises it up to $35. We get the button to make the call. And here, facing the cutoff open, definitely willing to isolate with a pretty marginal ace in this spot. So I 3-bet to $150 to isolate the cutoff. Cutoff makes the call. He's pretty short with only like $30 behind. The button folds, and we're off to a flop. He's got 30 behind to a pretty decent pot here. Flop comes 10-7-4, 2 clubs. 30 bucks more. It doesn't really matter if I jam or he puts it in. So I just put in the $30. He makes the call. We are off to a run out, which does not improve us. So, I mean, I show my hand ace high. Sometimes it can be good, but this time he shows us queen 10 offsuit. So certainly riding the variance here against this player. And so far, it's not working out too well. Alrighty, back with it with the ace 9, but this time suited. We're playing 5-handed and I'm under the gun here. I decided to open things up to $25 in this spot. And you guessed it, man. We're battling out against this one specific player at the table. He's in the small blind this spot and makes the call. Flop comes 10, 9, 5, 2 diamonds. Here he checks, and with the diamond draw out there, with second pair and top kicker, definitely going to be betting for value. I size to $30. With this $30 bet, he calls, and we're off to a turn. Turn comes the queen of diamonds. Not really great as the flush did get there, but instead he decides to donk out $125. Really large, not really too comfortable with the situation, but given this action, given the amount of action this player is giving us, I make the call for 125 and evaluate a river. The river is not great. It is a 7, so a board, a lot more connected. Flush draw, obviously, that's already there. Now he throws out a larger bet of $515. I probably can let this go, but I think I'm getting too sticky here. Anyways, I just make the call. Seeing what he's got, he shows us 10-5 offsuit for flopped bottom and top pair. This one's pretty tough. We donate a lot of money to him. And once again, gotta add on a few more chips. Following hand, picking up aces in the hijack with an under the gun straddle. Here, I decided to open limp in early position. I've been raising a bunch and 3-betting a bunch. I don't know. I'm playing pretty bad. I'm obviously a little tilted. Anyways, this becomes a 4-way limped pot, so yeah, not great. Flop comes 10, 3, 5, 2 spades in the heart, and when action checks to me, certainly just going to throw out a value bet here. I throw out $20, and the small blind and under the gun player call. Please note, small blind is the player who is giving us action here. Turn comes the queen of hearts, brings in the backdoor flush draw. Once again, action checks to me, and with 2 flush draws out there now, and against very wide ranges, I don't think one pair is ever good here, but I decided to barrel big because I'm a little tilted at this point. I bet $100, hoping to take advantage of a really fishy image that I've got going on here. Well, immediately we get some action as the small blind check raises to $400. I only have $605 behind, and obviously against this specific player, I'm never folding aces. So with that said, under the gun player folds, I rip it all in, and he calls for only 205 more. We're off to a river, which comes the 6 of spades. Not sure if I love or hate it, but anyways, we show down aces, and he mucks his hand. So we're taking this one down, happy to scoop up a pot, some of our money coming back our way. A few hands later, while I'm trying to type out the past hand, we pick up aces once again under the gun. And I decided to just open limp once again because I was busy typing out the hand, wasn't really paying too much attention. I just put in $5, and look at that, aces. Next, the cutoff, whom I just doubled through, raises it up to $45. Like, you know, we're going to be battling against him. The button makes the call, and given this action, definitely putting the limp 3-bet. We've done this before with marginal hands. Let's try to do it with a premium. I raised to $200, and only the cutoff makes the call. He's good for action, as you already know. He only has a little behind as well, so let's just rip it in. The flop comes queen 10-5, all clubs. I'm first to act, and he only has $200-ish effective, so I go ahead and announce all in. Without too much thinking, he makes the call, so assuming I'm good here all the time, let's just try to hold. We're off to a runout. The runout seems pretty safe for us as no more clubs are on the board, so I show my hand in. And he shows us queen 3 of spades, turned 3, gives him the pot, and cracking our aces. We just can't really win a big amount against this guy. The last significant hand of the night comes with pocket deuces in the small blind. Action in the hijack player. He opens up to $35. It's all against him at this point now, and there are 3 calls around. I'm just here to set mine and see a flop. Flop comes jack 3-3. Action checks back to the hijack player who puts in a c-bet of $25. The player on the button to my right makes the call, and for this price, Sure. I decided to peel one as well and see a turn. Turn 3 ways comes the 6 of diamonds. Once again, I check. The hijack throws out another bet of $205. Now when the button gets out of the way, I'm assuming that sometimes my pair can be good. He sometimes can be barreling with pretty much any 2, it seems like. So I decided to make the call. He's great for action. Clearly, so am I. And we're off to a river. The river is the 7 of diamonds. Action goes check, check. Didn't feel like I needed to bluff on this. And when he checks it back, he tells me that I'm good. So I show my hand, and he takes a long time trying to figure out what the hell happened. And unfortunately, slow rolls us with the ace-6 of hearts. So turned a pair, got max value for me. Got a little bit slow rolled, but yeah, this one was a tough one. Can't win a real hand off of him.
What was that?
Have a bad day.
This was tough. This one was tough, man. How did you end up doing on
Lost
that table?
750, but it just felt like forever because it's freezing out here and like time goes by so much slower. So yeah.
Yeah, we didn't play for that long. So new Gardens thing, they closed at 2 a.m. So we only played for like 3.5 hours. There's a guy that was just action central. We gave him all of our money, and it's unfortunate because he just gave it right back to another guy sitting in the one seat every single time, pretty much.
Well, they saw because this is the outro, so they know what happened.
Yeah, well,
they saw that pocket deuces hand.
They
saw
saw
the aces go up in flames.
They also saw an ace high that didn't work out. Third pair that didn't work out to him. Wasn't bluffing that much as I thought. Played like shit. Horrible way to end off a Cali trip. So
yeah, we had a couple fans that came out here today.
Yeah, it's always
That's
nice to
cool.
see them. Always nice to see people that watch the vlog. So yeah, if you see us or Alex, hit us up, you know, just come say hi. It's
Also,
always
side
nice.
note, these aren't worth anything, Eason. I tried to cash this in today at the cage and he gave it right back to me, so
Oh, that's unfortunate.
you might have to do a disclaimer
really.
to your fans, but
The no real cash value, only run good for life.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
included. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Numbers, we were in for X amount, out for X amount, pretty much like minus 1,800. We're off to Austin, so wish us luck there. In the next video, we'll see how it goes on the live stream. See you guys next time. Peace.